Well, Wolf, the first Guantanamo detainee to arrive in the United States stood before a federal judge in a courtroom here in Lower Manhattan and pleaded not guilty. The transfer of alleged al-Qaeda terrorist Ahmed Khalfan Ghailani being watched very closely as a possible sign of things to come. He will be the first Guantanamo detainee to face trial in a U.S. criminal, not military court. For many, the trial of Ahmed Khalfan Ghailani will be an important test case for the Obama administration. Counter-terror expert Suzanne Spalding says one of the things they're hoping to remind both Congress and the public is...
One of the things they're trying to accomplish is to remind the American public, and frankly Congress, that we have a long history of prosecuting terrorists in our criminal courts, that they are equipped to handle it, and that we've got lots of convicted terrorists in U.S. prisons right now as we speak.
Ghailani is being held in a maximum security wing at the Metropolitan Correctional Center, where 4 fellow embassy bombers were housed during their trial in early 2001. Some in Congress argue bringing detainees to the U.S. could threaten national security and make it more likely terrorists would strike.
My point is, why have this unnecessary risk imposed on us?
Ghailani was captured during a shootout in Pakistan in 2004 and brought to Guantanamo 2 years later, where he's been held ever since. However, unlike the majority of detainees, Ghailani was indicted prior to 9/11 in connection with the al-Qaeda bombings of U.S. embassies in Kenya and Tanzania, indicted long before Guantanamo ever existed.
This case is less likely to raise some of the tricky issues that may be raised for those for whom the information was gathered either as a result of their detention and interrogation or through other methods after they were taken into detention.
While legal experts believe this is one of the strongest cases against a detainee, national security expert Michael O'Hanlon with the Brookings Institution says others to follow are not so cut and dry.
There will be the ongoing question of what you do with people that you can't keep at Guantanamo because we're closing it, you can't release because they're too dangerous, and you can't try because the evidence is too murky.
And that last category of detainees who cannot be tried, likely to trigger a lot of legal questions in the coming years. Wolf.
Deborah Farrick monitoring this story for us. History unfolding in New York right now.